Guys, so I'm sorry if the lighting is really bad in here and there's a lawnmower or a weed whacker in the background. I am feeling like crap. I woke up this morning and had a nice morning. I slept in and then got ready and went downstairs to make lunch, and sure enough, I gonna wait for that weed whacker to stop. Okay, so sure enough, I woke up and I got ready, and as I was brushing my teeth, I just felt really faint and felt like I was gonna fall over. And I have found out that I am anemic, so it's just like, okay. So I went downstairs and I took my iron supplement and I started making lunch for everybody, and I thought I was gonna throw up, and then I felt really sick, and then I spent some time by the toilet and realized I'm not gonna be able to not be in bed today. So I am back in bed and I don't feel well, but I guess that's all part of being pregnant, and I've been feeling great up until now, so I'm not going to complain too much. Obviously, I'm not going to dress up. That was the VEDA topic for today. VEDA day 11. It's crazy. So excited to be almost done. Well, not almost, but we're getting there. So instead, I thought I would do the pregnancy tag that was being passed around, because I can do that while laying in bed. Yeah, so I thought I would do that, and the questions I have on my phone. Question number 1 is, how and when did you find out you were pregnant? We were TTC, and all of this is on my vlog. I think we started in January or February. No, February we started to actively try to TTC. We had tried TTCing a few months prior to that, but things didn't work out. It was too much at the time, so we stopped, and then we restarted in January or February, one of those months. I found out as soon as I could. I took tests. I believe the soonest I got my positive was, I want to say 7 days before I got my period, my first cycle after. So yeah, we found out pretty quickly. I took numerous tests. And so yeah, I just did that at home. How did you feel? I was very excited. I was very nervous, and I was very excited. I was very excited because I'm not a very patient person. I was also very excited because it fit into me and my husband's plan really nicely in terms of when we were going to have our babies. I wanted my kids' birthdays all to be spaced apart. My daughter's is in February, my son's is in June, and then this baby's will be in October. So I wanted them all to be in different kind of seasons, so that way there would be no, we wouldn't have to compete for attention for those birthdays. So it was very exciting to be able to just, have that already done. But at the same time, it was really nerve-wracking because I had suffered a miscarriage and a DNC prior to my son being born, so I was just, at the same time, I was still really nervous not to get too excited about it. How old were you? I'm 25 right now. I was 25 when I found out back then. My birthday is October. Birthday is October 22nd. My due date's October 30th. If she decides to come a little bit early, I'll still be 25, but if she comes, on her due date or after, then I will then be 26, so yeah. How did you tell your partner? I basically just ran up and told him. I'm not very good at keeping secrets when it comes to surprises like that. I was super excited to share the news with him just because it's just a really exciting time. So I just told him flat out, which he was super excited about. Did you wait 3 months to tell people? Yes and no. We didn't tell our kids right off the bat. I told you guys right off the bat because I was actively TTCing and you guys knew that. But we did not tell, my mom and dad knew. I told my mom because she works at my doctor's practice, so obviously she was going to find out. And then we did not share the news with other people, on my personal Facebook and family and friends until about 2 to 3 months, just because of our miscarriage that I suffered through before Wyatt. Is this your first? No, this is my third. My third in 8 years, so yeah, I have a 7-year-old, I have a 2-year-old, and then this will be the last one. Do you want more? Oh, I should read these questions before I answer the previous one. Do you want more? No, we do not. I mean, I would love to go through pregnancy again, as crazy as that sounds, as I'm sick in bed right now, but I love the thought of having babies with my husband. I love him so much, and it's just the greatest thing. I really love it. And for somebody like me who doesn't have any family, blood relatives to speak of, it's a crazy thing seeing yourself in your own child when you don't see yourself in your siblings or your parents. So I would love to have more, but at the same time, my body, I don't think is equipped to have more, and if our finances aren't, and I don't want to be selfish. I want each of my children to have equal amounts of attention from us, and for us to be able to give them the opportunities that they deserve. So it's not in the cards for us to have more. Your biggest craving? I don't know, right now I feel like I'm going to throw up, so that's not a really great question. But I guess the cravings that I have been having lately would be like ice cream. I crave spinach a lot. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of huge cravings until like they're in front of me, and then I'm like, oh wow, this sounds really good. So it's not a really easy one for me to answer right now. Oh, what's the best part of being pregnant? I would say dressing my pregnancy bump. Like with my daughter, I was 17, so I was really embarrassed to show that I was pregnant. So it was not a happy time for me. With my son, the seasons that I was pregnant in with my son were really awkward. So it just, was uncomfortable. This pregnancy is like I'm at the perfect size during a fun like weather, and I can wear shorts and dresses and tank tops, and I don't know. I feel pretty this pregnancy, so I guess that would be the best part is, being able to show off my pregnancy and be proud of it, for the first time, like really be proud of being pregnant. So that's one of them. Then the other one would be that I don't know, I'm having another baby. That I guess would be a really great part about being pregnant. What's the worst part about being pregnant? The aches and pains. I'm getting bigger. I don't feel well. I gained 7 pounds in the past 4 weeks. Today's a really bad off day for me. My swelling has gotten worse. The pains of being pregnancy would be the worst part. Yeah. I mean, I've been really lucky and very blessed to have been feeling great so far, so I'm gonna just look at it that way. But I mean, just those bad days just really are bad, and it's not easy work growing a human being and carrying them around. Will you find out the gender? What do you prefer? Yes, we will find out, because we already did. We found out a few months ago. We were having a little girl, and we could not be any more excited. This will be my first little girl with my husband. My husband already has his son, so he's just like so excited to now have his own little girl. I mean, he loves my daughter, very much, but it's not the same when, there's another dad involved, kind of. So for us, it's just really exciting to be able to see what a little girl will look like between the two of us. So we're very excited. We wanted a girl, and so we're pretty happy that we got a girl. Do you have names picked out, and what are the stories behind them? Yes, we have her name picked out. Actually, it's funny, I just got a blanket in the mail with her name on it, and the necklace I'm wearing right now has her first initial on it. So we are not sharing the name. I will share the first letter with you guys when I do my reviews on this necklace and the blanket, but we aren't telling anybody the name until she's born, because it's just like an exciting little secret that we get to keep that we've never been able to do. And so the first name, though, the story behind it is that I wanted something that was part of my heritage, because I'm Korean, and she's gonna have a long middle name. It's hyphenated. It's my sister's first name and my husband's sister's first name. I have a hyphenated middle name, so I gave my daughter a hyphenated middle name, and then it kind of just took off from there. My son's got a hyphenated middle name, so just to keep with that, this little girl will have a hyphenated middle name. So so that's the story behind that. What's your birth plan? I don't have a birth plan. Everybody thinks I'm so crazy when I say that I don't have a birth plan, but it's just like, I've already had 2 kids. Neither of the births went as planned. I realize that the more pressure you put on yourselves to have things perfect, the more disappointed you are in the end. And I don't want there to be any reason why the happiest day of my life will have any type of disappointment in it. I mean, I have my request. I don't have my expectations set too high, but I do have things that I would prefer, but if they don't work out, then that's fine too. My daughter and my son were both induced. I would really like to go naturally this time, but again, I know that might not be an option for me. Every pregnancy is different. Every delivery is different. Every baby is different. This baby's already measuring bigger than my son did. So, it's just like, for me to go in with a birth plan is just unrealistic because I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't want to be disappointed if I don't get my birth plan. So I'm just not going to set one. Will you breastfeed? Yes, I breastfed my son exclusively until about 11 months, and then he started self-weaning, and then he was on formula, like organic Similac, for I think a few weeks. Then he went on to cow's milk. But yes, I exclusively breastfed with him, and so I will with this girl as well. Do you plan to work or be a stay-at-home mom? It is more profitable for us to stay at home. My daughter is at a school where, you know, she needs somebody to be there to go pick her up and take her there in the morning. My son will not be in school yet, so it's just like to have 2 kids in daycare, plus have to work out transportation and daycare for my daughter after school. It's too expensive, it's too complicated. So we prefer to budget our money and make sacrifices that way so that I can be at home with the kids. Will you make your own baby food? I really want to, but again, I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to be a mother of a toddler, a school-age child, and a newborn, and a wife. So I would love to, and I'm really going to try, but I'm not going to commit myself completely and say, like, oh, I'm only going to make my own baby food, nothing else. Do you have nursery ideas / themes? Well, if you watched my video yesterday, we have not even started on a nursery. This baby will share a room with Wyatt because we only have a 3-bedroom house, and I shouldn't say only, but you know what I mean. We have 3 bedrooms in our house. And I don't see anything wrong with kids sharing rooms. I did with my sister. My brothers did when they were younger. And I think it actually really helps you appreciate your home and what you have. And I don't like to keep a lot of toys in my son's room to begin with because I don't want him playing in his room by himself because he's too young anyways. And he's got a toy room in the basement. So there's plenty of room for them to share a room. We haven't painted anything. We know that we want a neutral color, and we have some animal wood cutouts that are really cute for the room, and the theme color-wise is going to be neutrals like greens, browns, beiges, and like a earthy pink to mix in. So, I mean, that's as far as we've gotten. We haven't done anything, though. We've just purchased the things. We haven't actually started putting it together. We do have a co-sleeper, and I do plan to co-sleep with her like I did with my son for the first few months. So we have plenty of time, but it's just like, I mean, I do feel like we need to get it started soon. But yeah, so there's not really a theme. It's just what Kelly likes theme. So yeah, but that's the last question. And sorry, this is like a horrible video again for VEDA day 11. It's VEDA 11. But I don't feel well, and yeah, I promise to make better videos next week and shorter videos. I do want to say there's been some rotten news in the community lately, and I am sorry for everybody who's going through those things. I hope everybody can still stick together though, and things can be okay, because I think what we have is really special, and the friends that I've made through this, you know, I enjoy talking to you guys every day, you know, on my phone. You know, we text message, we talk, we email, and I feel really close to you all. So, you know, I do think that there are a lot of great things about this community, and it's just really sad that something, you know, people want to ruin that. But with every good comes a bad. So, but I hope we can all stick together. I love you guys all, and, you know, it's these rotten days like today where I know that I can, like, text one of you or email one of you, and it makes being in bed all day feeling like crap a lot better. So I want to thank you personally. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. If you have any video suggestions for tomorrow, please let me know, because I'm like running out of ideas, and some of the VEDA things I can't do. So yeah. All right. Bye.